Hello there, world of tankers, I'm Turtles Blitz, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about one feat of German engineering, especially in World War II, the Panzer VIII Maus. Now, this vehicle weighed so much, 188 tons, that in fact, in World War II, it literally would have crushed and crippled any bridge that infantry support had built. So, yeah, definitely a little bit of a design failure on the Maus. Germany actually built a snorkel for this tank, so that would have driven literally underneath the bridges into the water. It would have, the engine would have had oxygen, but the issue I'm thinking is, once you drive into that muddy water, how are you going to be able to get this Maus up that steep slope? So, it did have a big engine, but I still think that the tracks would kind of get icky and goopy, and it would kind of fall apart. So, we're going to see what does happen here. We got fatness on our team, so hopefully we don't lose this one, but we're going to be driving our Maus right towards the heavy route. Now, normally, you'd see maybe a Maus pushing the town, but no, I don't like to push town on this map. So, I wanted to make this video because the Maus is a super strong tier 10 heavy tank. In fact, one of the best doing tier 10 heavies in the game, and the issue with the Maus is that nobody really plays it anymore. The thing is that the Maus has, excellent armor. It's got over 3,200 hit points pretty much, and that means that literally, let's say a 62A was spamming premium shells at me. If it managed to pen 80% of the shots, which I'd say is about accurate for a decent 62 player, well, it's literally going to be having to shoot at me for about 2 minutes to fully take me out. Yeah, definitely a little bit of a hardship. Now, the only issue with the Maus is that premium shells from like the IS-4 over there will easily cut through my tank, especially if he's running calibrated. But at the same time, I have so many hit points on my vehicle that it really doesn't matter. You can see here, I can just tank it out. I'm sitting right out in the open. Now, sadly, my team, I can't say necessarily they are doing the best, but I'm going to try and tank out the shots here, see if I can do that. We got that 92 managed to bounce me. There you go. Bouncing shots from the IS-4, heat shells. So, if we don't win this game, it's not the end of the planet, but you can definitely see that I'm doing the best my Maus can do. I'm trying to bounce all the shots I can. Didn't necessarily bounce that one, but again, I'm trading with the C4, even though he did hit us. We still got literally like 600 more HP than this T110E4, which means, yeah, we are quite a bit more HP ahead than this guy is. Again, we're just going to tap him here. I'm going to wiggle my tank back and forth. He's got to spend all this time aiming at me, where he's now dead. That was all a waste for that E4, because, yeah, he may have hurt us, but now he's taken out. So again, we've got this Jag Tiger here, and, well, you can definitely see one of the biggest issues with the Maus is the gun. It's not very accurate, but I am literally holding off an entire army of tanks here. We've got the IS-4 up to the front. We've got the YAG right to the side here. Let's see if we can pen a shot. There we go. Finishing off the YAG, which was, of course, something I really needed to do. So now I'm going to start pushing in on the IS-4 to the front. So this was a pretty solid game to show the Maus. So literally, we got penned twice by that T110E4, which usually would cripple your average tier 10 heavy. Like, that would have brought that IS-4 to about half health. We still literally have 1,200 hit points left. That's a pretty tremendous amount, and I can just sit here, and I can still tank a lot more shells from the enemy team. We've got that 92, who, of course, I would love to be able to finish off. We also have that IS-4 over there. There's still a lot of vehicles left on the enemy team, to be honest, but, yeah, I'm actually going to back up this hill here. Let's see if we can maybe get shots into the enemies here. We've got the Patton right in front of us. Let's get a nice finishing shot into that Patton. So, it's not necessarily the most quick-paced tank, but that's fine, because we are getting out the damage here. There we go. The T92 is taken out. Now all we have is this Object 140, who I will load a premium shell. Well, again, there's the gun. Not necessarily doing the best of its own job there, but if this 140 does not shoot at us, I would love to be able to push onto this enemy IS-4. So let's see if we can do that here. Come on, IS-4. You want to. There you go. Fun fact, by the way, you can actually pen the back part of an IS-4. If you aim at that, you can see like where I pen that there. That's actually a very weak spot on the IS-4 if it tries side scraping. So I can't really pen this guy anywhere, not even in that spot. So the only issue I have right now I'm dealing with is that Object 140. Fatness is very low on HP, which of course is not necessarily something that's very good. So because Fatness is so low on the hit points, there we go, nice tap into the Object 140. But because Fatness is so low, he can't really push out aggressive, which is definitely a little bit of an issue. So I'm holding here the best, of course, that I can, but Fatness just got taken out, which of course is a big no-no for me. So we've got the IS-4 right to the front, and let's see if we can penetrate a shot right into him. There we go. So AMX is AFK, which definitely sucks for me, but again, I can try and tank shots from this IS-4 here. It's going to be a bit of a tough battle for me, but I'm going to try and do my best here. There we go. Another nice shot right into that IS-4. Now I'm going to start turning my tank to start to deal with the Object 140. I just need this IS-4 to bounce one more shot. There we go. Well, you know what? We bounced a shot that we shouldn't have from the 140, so I'll take it. We need to pen this IS-4, and there's only one way to do that. Oh, come on, Wargaming. Well, that screwed me. There we go. We are not going to be able to win, but my luck, low rolls, I can't complain. This was a pretty dang solid battle. And even though, let's just... I hate this game sometimes. Oh well, but as you guys could see, the mouse did a great job. Like, we absolutely carried this team. Even though we didn't win, we can pretty much blame this on our 30B. We would have easily won this if the 30B would have, been in this game, which is kind of sad. So, the game isn't necessarily the best when you have AFK players, especially when you've got premium players on your team. But hey, we did a good job. How much damage did we do? I just want to see how much damage we did. So I'll do one more game in the mouse to continue the goodness and the greatness of this vehicle. But you could see that not only did I deal with almost a full health IS-4, not only did I deal with that 140 quite well, we even bounced a shot of our butt. I literally dealt with the E4 I dealt with. I dealt with the Patton. I dealt with the Yag Tiger. I pretty much was the magnet of all shells for our team. I received 18 shots. Like, that's a ridiculous amount. And while I didn't necessarily bounce all of the shots, the mouse isn't necessarily meant to bounce all of them. It's just meant to take a lot of shells in and deal quite a bit of damage out. It's got a good gun. You saw I was easily able to penetrate that IS-4 even in the roof of the tank. So yeah, mouse, pretty dang solid vehicle. Now this game here is going to be quite tough because this is actually a very hard map to play in my opinion, especially for a mouse, because if they push medium side, I can't really do much about that. That's the only issue with a mouse, is that of course you're not very mobile, which means you kind of got to pick where you want to go at the beginning of the game, but they don't really have a lot of tank destroyers, which means that I can push my tank right with this 113, and as long as the E4, even if the E4 does push into the tank destroyer position, I still got so much HP that literally it's gonna last a while for me. So the only thing I hope is that 113 does spot some heavy tanks pushing over to the heavy route. So we're going to find out, I guess. I'm going to actually push up to the top of the hill here. Yeah, they're pushing the other way. Okay, that's what we kind of expected here. But let's see. We've got a shot right at that 30B, or not the 30B, the 50B. And already bouncing shots in our tank. I'm going to try and wiggle it back and forth here. Not much I can do, of course, about my weak lower plate being exposed. But you know what? We still bounced quite a bit of shells here. I'm not going to repair my track there. No need to use a repair kit when that guy's on a full clip reload. So it doesn't look like the enemy team is going this way. I'm not 100% sure on that. Of course, I can't just guess and, next thing you know, a massive shell enters the side of my vehicle, but it would appear that the enemy team is not pushing all their tanks to the side. So I'm yeah, okay, we're clear. So I'm just going to drive my my mouse literally right out in the open here. Let's see if we can get a shot maybe into this this 50B, and in fact, there we go, 642 damage. Got to love the high explosive. Yeah, the E4 sitting there, but I can't necessarily say that's going to be the best thing for him, so let's just keep pushing out. There's no way that E4 is going to reload quick enough to shoot us here. We got a shot into the side of that 30B. Did not pen the HE, but I can't complain, so here we go. Now, that E4 can get a shot into me. And in fact, I'm not even going to bother to deal with that guy right now because I don't want to get hit by that T110 E4 again. So we've got the Sheridan sticking right out in the side like a sore thumb. Nice tap into that Sheridan there. This is where the tank does very well, though. Now, the 57 Heavy, that guy is actually the biggest threat to me in the game because the 57 can pen me with a lot of heat shells where a lot of other tanks really can't. But you know what? 544 damage. Another nice thing about the mouse is that it has a very beefy amount of damage per shot. 460 isn't necessarily the most, an E100 does more per shot. But one thing an E100 does not do more of is hit points. Like, you can really just tank shots like a boss here. You can see I've already done almost 3,000 damage. We're at 2,700. And yeah, you penned me big whoop. I still got 1,800 hit points. Literally, I've been penned a lot this game, and I still have more HP than like a full health medium tank on the enemy team. So we've got the AMX 50B off to the side here, who I would love to be able to shoot. But it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get him anytime soon. So we've got, yeah, might as well just pull out here trying to shoot him. And this is really, really annoying. I would love to be able to get a shot into that 50B, but yeah, it is the 50B. I'm confused in my mind already, but oh well. It looks like, oh gee, 50B. Okay, perfect. So go. All right, there you go. Another shot. I'm getting all sidetracked here because of a bunch of shells hitting my vehicle everywhere, but we're still doing well. I can't complain. Even that guy cannot pen me. Like, that's just the really nice thing about the mouse is you've got so much HP. Literally everything has a hard time penning your tank. Now, I want to get that Sheridan. I just really want him to push up here. Come on, Sheridan, you know you want to. Or the 30B. I don't really care. Just whoever wants to pull out, be my guest. Come on, Sheridan. That won't pen. No, it will not pen. Okay. So, again, the Sheridan most likely going to bounce the missile off me. Not even, like, a point for him to shoot missiles at me here. But I'm just going to drive up a little bit here, just so that E4 still can't hit me, but I am in, like, the sights of the Sheridan. I'm in the sights of this Vickers Light. That way we can maybe nail a shot into the roof of the guy's turret. As you can see, though, that gun still being its inaccurate self. That's, again, one thing that I really don't like about the vehicle. The only thing I really don't like is that the gun is quite inaccurate. But I'm still kind of, like, being a big target for the enemy team to shoot at, of course, which is good. Because that means the more time the enemy team takes to shoot at me is also the more time my team can take to recuperate and get the enemy team taken out. So there we go. Nice tap into that Vickers. Again, that beefy damage, taking him down to now a 2-shot for our tank. And I can just drive, once again, right out in the open here. We got the 30B, and I would love to be able to get an HE right into the side of his tank, which, yeah, 603 damage again. I'll take it. Gotta love that damage. So our team, not necessarily doing the best. In fact, we got that E4 right out to the front of us, but, or should I say the butts. But again, I've got that nice alpha damage. In fact, if I could get that 30B right there, that would have been great, but I can't, which is definitely a little bit of an issue. So I'm not sure how much HP that Sheridan is on anymore, but you know what, right now, let's finish off the Vickers, something I really needed to do. Now we have the Sheridan at the back of the map, and, well, the only issue is my E4 is not super healthy, which is definitely a big issue at that. So I need my E4 to be able to hit that 30B. At the same time, my E4 is showing his butt right to the enemy team, which is another big issue. So come on, Sheridan, do not hit my E4. I believe in you, E4. Come on, we can get him. Oh, no, the gun. Again, another loss, but I can't really blame the tank for this loss once again. Like, this is just bad luck on teams. You know, these teams are falling apart super, super quickly, and, you know, one issue I will say about the mouse is this. I cannot literally keep up with the Sheridan, but tried the HE me for some reason, and you know what? I'm going to back up here. He can't really get behind me, which is, of course, good, but it looks like we're still going to be taken out, which kind of sucks for me. But overall, I can't complain. We did 2 very solid games in the tank. Oh, you know what? I just realized something. That 30B, that's the same 30B from the game we had before, if I'm not mistaken. That player is, where is he? That is Amelia known, and I don't really care what the name is. That is the same player. So you know what? That player is, I'm pretty sure, ringing matches. You can see that that player has a, not a great military honor if you take a look. In fact, 25 complaints. So, yeah, can't necessarily say that's the best thing. 21 for inactivity, yeah. Keep your eyes out for this player, and yeah, I guess that's probably why we lost one of them. Again, you know, just bad luck on teammates, but we still did 4,000 damage. So while we did have 2 losses, I did everything I could have in this game. I did the best the mouse can, and we did a pretty solid effort. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I still think the mouse is a super strong tank, and sadly, while we did lose those games, still pretty dang good effort, 4,500 average. So hope you guys did enjoy this video. As always, please make sure to smash that subscribe button down below. But other than that, I hope you're all doing well out there. Stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next one.